Yo, what's going on, everybody? Executives here, coming at you with 10 Vanilla WoW Quirks. Now, number 10, I'm going to start off with using AoE spells in the Minimap. Now, in Vanilla, you are able to cast Blizzard, Flame Strike, any other AoE spell in the actual Minimap. Now, they patched this in TBC, and I think like patch 2.3 or something. For whatever reason, it's very, very weird. You know, I don't think I could ever think of an instance where I'll ever use the minimap to cast an AoE spell. But yeah, as you can see here, I can click and then drag it in and cast it using the AoE minimap. It was patched in TBC. Number 9 here, you can't fly while mounted. Now, I worded that poorly, but you can't. Basically, if you talk to a flight master and you try to fly to Orgrimmar, it says you are already mounted, you must dismount first. So you have to physically dismount in order to fly to Orgrimmar. Now, they fixed this with an add-on called Lazy Pig, but yeah. Number 8, Vanilla CC in general. Now, crowd control is so weird in Vanilla. As you can see in this tooltip here, Polymorph, it's a 50-second duration, 5-0. Now, this varies depending on if the target stays in combat or not. Basically, I'm going to poly this target, and it lasts for about anywhere from, I'd say, 10 to about 25 seconds, depending on the DR, and also depending on if the target stays in combat. Now, if I have a renew, or if I have a deep wounds, or something, some external force that'll keep me in combat, the polymorph will last its full duration, the full 40 seconds, or whatever, half of that, 24 seconds, its full duration, unless I'm in combat. Other weird things is that fear makes you run faster, and it like doesn't break to dots. I don't know if this is just a Light's Hope or Elysium thing, where fear doesn't break to damage, but I'm pretty sure this was a thing in original classic vanilla. Now, I got to almost half HP there before the fear actually broke, and now I was very much farther than I was when I originally started. Another weird thing is sap, just rogue CC in general. You can cheap shot through sap. This allows you to gain like 4 or 5 combo points. Then you can expose armor through sap without breaking it. Then you can re-stealth, open up with an ambush, and then just kill them with an ambush into an Evis. Now you can do the same thing with Garrote. You can Garrote through sap if the target has a shield on him, like Power Word Shield or like Ice Barrier or Mana Shield. And then you could open up into a kidney and then just 100-0 them with like Thistletea or something in that short kidney. Very, very strange. Number 7, Haste in Vanilla. Now I'm going to show you a clip here where I'm going to use this Mind Quickening gem, and it will apply to me using Herbalism. So as you can see, it's 3.4 seconds to collect this Grom's blood. And in this next clip here, it's going to take 5 seconds to collect this. Now this trinket applies to everything, but it doesn't apply to your global cooldown. Now the tooltip says it increases your casting speed by 33%, but this doesn't affect your global. This is the earliest form of haste in vanilla. As you can see, I'm casting a rank 1 Frostbolt, and it's a 0.7 second cast, but my global cooldown is still 1.5 seconds. So I physically can't cast fast enough with this trinket equipped. Now the weird thing is this doesn't apply to channeling effects. So for instance, Blizzard is still 8 seconds, which doesn't make any sense to me. But like casting stuff like my portals is a lot quicker. It's 6.7 seconds, and then if I take off the buff, it's 10 seconds. So very, very weird stuff about haste in vanilla. Number 6, auto attack canceling. Now I found this out inadvertently. As you can see, I auto attack once there, and then I'm going to Zerk Rage right before the next auto attack. And so then now my next auto attack will hit twice. It's not a sword spec. That's me canceling one of the auto attacks. I'll demonstrate it here again. Cancel that auto attack, and then now my next one is going to hit for twice. But you can also cancel it multiple times. It's very, very strange. You can cancel an auto attack like infinitely. You could do it with Recklessness, you could do it with Zerk Rage, you could do it with Blood Rage, and I'm pretty sure you can even do it with Battle Shout. But it only stacks up to 2 additional auto attacks, if that makes any sense. So I can cancel one auto attack, cancel another one, and then even if I cancel a third, I'm only going to swing twice on my next hit. So it's really, really strange. I guess you could do this while someone's in a fear, and then when you charge them, you can auto attack them twice. Number 5, consumables and weird buff stacking. Now in vanilla, especially for melee DPS, there's a lot of consumables needed for raiding, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff that just doesn't make any sense to me, and it's consumable stacking or not stacking. For instance, I just use a Juju Might there, gives me 40 attack power, and when I use a Wonderfall Firewater, it gives me 35 attack power. It cancels out the Juju Might. Now the reason for this is because the Juju Firewater increases your size, so that makes sense. But for instance, Elixir of Giants increases my strength by 25. If I use a scroll that increases my strength by 17, it'll show the tooltip, it'll show my buff, but it won't actually give me any additional strength. It's the same thing for agility. If I pop an Elixir of Mongoose and then pop an Elixir of Agility, I won't gain the lesser I won't gain that extra agility from the lesser pot. But then there's weird items, like for instance this item called Roids increases my strength by 25. It stacks with Elixir of Giants, so I can use both this and Elixir of Giants, where I can't use the scroll, if that makes sense. Number 4, Iceblock. Now Iceblock is pretty cool, and I'll show you here. If I'm running really fast and I Iceblock in air, it's going to keep me in air until I cancel it, as opposed to retail, where if you Iceblock in air, you'll continue to Iceblock and fall at that normal speed. Now I'm trying to demonstrate here that you can't Iceblock while you're on global, so I'm casting ranked 1 blizzards and spamming my Iceblock keybind, and it won't let me do it. Same thing for Frostbolt. I can't actually Iceblock while casting Frostbolt, but if you cast Frostbolt then cancel the cast, you're able to Iceblock and also Cold Snap Iceblock. There's no hypothermia in vanilla. Number 3, water dismount. Now this is one of the most annoying ones on this list. If you go into water accidentally, it'll dismount you, and you have to cast a full 3-second mount to remount again, which is very unfortunate. You can't mount in water. Number 2, fear affects global cooldown. Now, as you can see, Will the Forsaken here, it gives you charm and fear immunity for 5 seconds after you pop it. So it'll remove the existing effect and give you immunity for 5 seconds after it. Very, very broken ratio. Now, if you use, like if I'm on global there and I get feared, it's going to take a full 1.5 seconds until I can actually get out of that fear. So for instance, I just showed you 2 separate occasions with the Zerk Rage and a Will of the Forsaken there, where fear affects global cooldown. Number 1, this weird gold thingy in my bags. Now I discovered this randomly one day. If you shift click on your gold in your bag, you can like physically grab and move your gold. It doesn't really do anything, and I'll show you here in a trade. It's very weird. So if I'm going to take 5 gold, put it in the trading slot, you could see 0 gold there, but it shows 5 gold for the other person, but it still shows 0 gold for me unless I change it to a higher value. It's this very weird like vanilla quirk, that bag thingy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That's pretty much all the quirks. If you guys like this video, I'll come out with a part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.